All right, here's the build today. This is a server build for the studio, specifically a dedicated camera studio or a server. So we are using a camera software that is widely regarded as one of the best in terms of like the home lab and home server community, called Blue Iris. It actually only works on Windows. It's like one of the only instances where the home lab community agrees that it's worth installing Windows for, because Blue Iris only works on Windows. But it's just a super, super well-made piece of software. It'll connect to any camera that you have on your network. And I want to build a dedicated box for it at the studio because we're in the process of upgrading our current security camera system. So this is a server, but it is not going in a server rack because we don't have a server rack at the studio, only at my house. And the case, I'm gonna show you the case first. I've already used this before. I wanted something small, but not ITX small, because it is a server. And it's gonna live in our A-roll photography / videography room. So I wanted it to be aesthetic. It's a little overkill for a server build. But once again, the Lian Li A3 is being featured here on Thirsty Thursday, specifically for the first time, the wood grain model. So this is going to look, I mean, this very well could be a gaming PC, but this is what we are going to be using. It looks so good. And the way that this is going to be sitting in the A-roll office is just going to look, it's going to look so clean. It's going to look so clean. I'm excited. Love that case. Yeah, I am very excited about. Now, one thing that you guys probably won't be excited about are the parts. So this is builds like this, where they're not getting a YouTube video or anything, are the perfect excuse for me to use parts that we had collecting dust in the studio. This is a pure dust part build, okay? And the CPU, I would have never bought this CPU specifically for a home server, but it'll work. Is an i5-13400F. So I would say like 6 to 12 months ago, we had one PC that we sold on zttbuilds.com that was Intel, and it overstayed its welcome. The only reason that we kept it on the site is because it kept making sales, because there were still people out there that wanted an Intel-based system. So we had our 13400F. I think we paired it with like a 4070 at the time, and we just left it on there because people kept buying it, and we're like, if they want Intel, we'll give them Intel. Everything else is AM4, AM5. But we had one of those PCs get returned. So I took the CPU and motherboard from that return PC, because we don't want to sell it refurbished or anything, because nobody likes Intel at all anymore. But we got a Gigabyte B760MC. This does have built-in Wi-Fi. Pretty good budget, price to performance type of motherboard. It will definitely get the job done for us on that front. Again, this is a dusty parts list. It's actually a little rainy too, because I carried all these parts in when it was raining, which is obviously not good. All right, next up, we got some PNY XLR8. This is a 32 gigabyte DDR5 kit clocked at 6,000 megahertz. I actually had this in my personal PC for just a little bit, my personal build, I should say. But then I swapped it again. So this kit was not being used for anything. This is a DDR5 motherboard, FYI. I did not mess that up on today's episode of Thirsty Thursday. The 13400F actually works with both DDR4 and DDR5. It just depends on which motherboard you get. We got the DDR5 one. For the SSD, Crucial sent out this P310. I believe we ran a pre-roll sponsored ad on a long form video. This is a 2 terabyte model because we needed some extra storage space for the camera footage. So I had this collecting dust. Perfect. Absolutely perfect for a build like that. That'll work. To cool the 13400F, we got an ID cooling. This one I just bought, a frozen A410. I think it was on sale for like $26 or so. We got that. For the power supply, we got a Raid Max Cobra 650 watt unit. Raid Max is definitely not the most reputable power supply manufacturer, but this specific model is actually rated tier C on the PSU tier list. It's one of the few Raid Maxes that are actually pretty decent, and it's fully updated PCIe Gen 5.1, ATX 3.1. Not that we need to take advantage of that for this build, but it is a decent unit. And then finally, hold on, we have our graphics card. Who knows what this is? For the record, we do have a full-size bracket for it, which I will need to be installing. Yes, Northern Lights got it. It's the A2000, the NVIDIA RTX A2000. This is a workstation / server RTX graphics card. It works really, really well in small form factor builds where you can only get the low profile height installed. It does come with both a standard and low profile PCIe bracket, so we're going to swap that so it works in our Lian Li A3. But yeah, this has been collecting dust for a while. I've been meaning to use it. A camera server will actually take advantage of a proper GPU because it has to transcode the image, the video, whether you're recording it or you want to view it on different monitors, which we do. I want to set up TVs or big monitors around the studio of the live footage around the studio. That way we can see when UPS and FedEx comes in real time instead of just recording, which is what we do now. So having a good graphics card will actually help for a server like this. It is not complete overkill. But yeah, that is the Blue Iris ZTT HQ server build that we're about to assemble as soon as this ad break is over. Did you guys enjoy the Darnell stream? I haven't been live since that, which was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was good. It was a really good stream. I enjoyed it. I will admit though, I was absolutely exhausted after that. Yeah, he messaged me on Tuesday saying that he wanted to come on the stream on Thursday. And here at the house where the stream normally is, Darnell would not have fit. This table, I don't know if it's deceiving on camera. This table is not big. It's not, it's right here. Him and I would not have fit right here. So I had to move this entire streaming setup to the office, and then we streamed on Wednesday, the night before that Thursday. So by the time that stream was over, dude, I was mentally beat. Plus I was prepping for the stream, making sure we had good conversation and, mentally getting prepped for all that. I was pretty wiped. And when Thursday rolled around last week, I was like, I can't go live. I'm still taking my breather, man. Still taking my breather from all that. Definitely need to do more collab streams. So I hear that, but we're probably not going to do that. Is this one backwards? Oh no, the arrow is down there. I haven't installed an Intel CPU in a really long time. Oh my God. The arrow is in the bottom left. I do not remember that. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I fully understand that the collab streams are fun, but there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. Do a collab with the greatest technician that's ever lived. Yeah, if he hit me up and said I want to come on Thursday, we would definitely do that. For sure. That'd be fun. Okay, now I'm going to install the SSD. Just like that. Again, this is the Crucial P310. 2 terabyte NVMe. And while we're here, just going to install this PNY XLR8 RAM. This is DDR5. The Intel CPU supports DDR4 and DDR5, as long as you have the right motherboard. This is a DDR5 motherboard. Okay, click those in like that. Boom. Now we got everything but our CPU cooler, which we will do next. All right, here's the Frozen A410. I always love their presentation. This is a solid sub $30 CPU cooler. I definitely do not know how to install LGA 1700. Oh my god, that's a lot of steps. Are you serious? I gotta do all that? What in the world? Okay. All right, well, I'll try. That's a lot. Can we get a RAM wiggle test? Yeah. It's a good point. I totally forgot about the RAM wiggle test. My bad. I know this is very critical data. Oh, wow. Oh. Hold the phone. Hold on. We got to do a proper test here, man. I didn't see a single ounce of wiggle on that one. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, okay. A little bit. Not bad. Actually, not bad. That is... So we're going to have to document this, man. That way we keep a database of this info. Yeah, that's actually not a lot of wiggle. Huh. All right. We'll mark that down. 1 point for Gigabyte and Intel. Good to know. What's with the wiggle test? I mean, you saw it. We recently discovered that there is a drastic difference in how much a RAM wiggles from board to board and from kit to kit. The RAM in my personal build, I mean, it wiggles like it's dancing. I mean, it's bad. The wiggle on this, pretty respectable. Yeah, it's the whole thing, man. I haven't quite figured out if it's the RAM or the motherboard slot yet, but we're new on this testing journey. We're testing very important stuff here at ZTT. All right, let's get rid of... Probably could have used that, but that was the back plate from that return. I love how these are labeled. This is such a professional experience here. I really love how ID Cooling does this, especially for a budget cooler. All right, I think we put those on here first. Then what? Oh, wait, no, I missed a step. Did I miss a step? Yeah, I need the... Where are the cylinders? That's got to be fake news. I didn't see any cylinders. No, we don't need any cylinders. That's got to be fake. And then we need these guys. Wait, hold on. I think we're missing something. What the... I haven't installed LGA 1700 in a hot minute. Oh. Yeah, this is what we need. We're good. Okay, then we put that bridge on there. And then we screw down these guys. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're cooking. It's all good. My RAM kind of wiggles. Yeah, I mean, I could see us making a RAM wiggle tier list at some point. We could start to document that. Oh, there is the... That's what I was looking for. Apparently, I'm supposed to install that first. My bad. Okay, hold on. Let's uninstall that. They were hiding. Am I allowed to take money instead of the build? No, don't be ungrateful. I'm here to give away PCs, not money. Okay, I'm going to take these out. I got to put these rubber silicone. Oh, okay. That keeps that locked down. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we definitely need those. Okay. These are little rubber cylinder things. Those go down on the screws first. I believe that keeps the screw tight. Then we put these on. And then we put the bridges on. Got it. That makes sense. Grommets? I don't know if you call that a grommet, to be honest. I think it's more like a sleeve, not a grommet. Why are you doing an Intel build? Because whenever you build a server project, I would say most, it's definitely not everybody, but I would say most people that build a server are using spare parts that they had from a previous gaming PC, previous project, recycled PC or something. And I just happen to have some Intel spare parts that I'm not going to use anywhere else. We had these sitting on the shelf. We had this sitting on the shelf for like almost a year, I think. So, what better time to use it than a server build? Okay. Let's screw that in tight before we move on. Boom. Now we have these metal bridges going vertically. So now when I install the cooler, this screw and this screw will go into right there. Before we do that though, we are definitely removing that and definitely not forgetting it. I'm going to use the thermal paste that it came with. This is the ID Cooling Frost X25. And I haven't done this in a really long time because we haven't used an Intel CPU, but for LGA 1700, can you guys see this? Hold on. For LGA 1700, I like to do the line method because the dot method is not enough. And you don't want to start at the bottom. Oh my God, I don't think this is enough. Maybe. Oh yeah, we're good. I like to do the line method to make sure that we got enough. And then don't take it all the way to the edges. I don't know why that's sticking up. It's like it's looking at me. But that way when it presses down, it'll have full coverage. I only do the line method for rectangle CPUs. Again, that's removed. We're good. Now we can put that on like that. Screw it down and we'll be good to go. How do I check my points? Exclamation point giveaway. It's on that page. Is sour cream a viable thermal paste? You gotta ask Mr. Euster for that one. He would know. There we go. Go back and forth. Evenly distribute that pressure. And we are good to go. Big Ben saying Rogers is holding out for money. Agree. Did he say that? I didn't hear Big Ben say that. I do not think that this whole Aaron Rodgers thing is a money issue. I think there's something else going on. If I had to guess, I would not say that it's about money at this point. They would have figured that out by now, I think. Personally, now I have stopped following this nonsense maybe a week and a half ago or so. I think that Rodgers is going to become a Pittsburgh Steeler. I think they've probably already agreed to that. There is just some reason they're not making it public yet. I don't think either party, both the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, like this delay doesn't make sense. Like, you want your quarterback on the team as soon as possible. You want him in the building as soon as possible. You want to move to where you're working as soon as possible. It doesn't make sense that they're waiting this long. I think that like a side deal has been done and it's just not public yet. I very well could be wrong, but that would be my guess. We are done with the motherboard prep. Again, this is the Gigabyte B760MC. We got an i5-13400F under there. The Frozen A410 CPU cooler, PNY XLR8 32 gig DDR5 kit, and we have a 2 terabyte Crucial P310. That is our motherboard, and it is prepped and ready to go. Now we got to get our power supply. Here is the power supply. Again, this is tier C. One thing we are going to do is we don't need any additional accessory. We don't even need GPU power. We're getting all of our GPU power from the motherboard. So I am going to zip tie, or I guess I should Velcro strap. A Velcro strap would be better. Hold on. I'm going to Velcro strap the cables that we aren't using, because this is a smaller case and we don't want, and there's no PSU basement to hide the cables. So we should probably put in the work now so we don't have to deal with that later. I love Velcro straps. Yeah, we're just gonna have to get this nice and neat. See, we don't need GPU power. The only thing we need is the 4+4 for the CPU and the 24 pin. We definitely don't need the 12 volt. Definitely do not need that. So we got all this extra cables here that is not going to be used. So we can Velcro that together. Will you ever go international? I mean, I like to think at some point the business is going to be big enough to go international. All right, let's get our Lian Li A3 out. I have used this one other time before, but I definitely do not remember it. I'm pretty sure we don't need this side panel. Pretty sure. Tech Baddies will be one of the best videos. If you look at any of our recent videos, almost all the top comments are asking for a Tech Baddie tier list. So, you know, I'm here to deliver what the people want. And the people definitely want the Tech Baddie tier list. So that's what I'm going to give them. Bad idea. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. It's not my best idea. I think it's one of my best videos, though. How does your wife approve of this? I got approval beforehand. You'll see. You didn't mention anything about the case fans, did you? No, I didn't. But I did prepare. I brought 3 extra case fans because the Lian Li doesn't come with any. We got, again, this is the dust build. We got 2 NZXT 120s, and I think this is up here. Yeah, an up here 120 as well. Now, what I did not prepare is where we're putting them. I have no idea. The one thing I wanted to figure out, though, before we start all this, is I remember I have problems with installing the power supply. Does anybody know what those problems were? I definitely remember like having to finagle something. I know it obviously goes here. It's going to go. What is this? The cables are going to go down. But I don't, the PSU cord. I mean, that shouldn't be an issue. That's just going to plug right here. The bracket? Yeah, I feel like there was a weird bracket or something. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe there wasn't a major issue. I mean, right now it looks pretty self-explanatory. Let's test it out. Let's test it out. Pretty sure. Oh, I think I found the problem already. How does it fit? Hold on. Hold the phone. Does this remove? That removes. Okay. So probably want it like this. That way it can intake fresh air from the front. Like this. And then, sorry about the bald spot. Does this just, yeah, that just screws in right there. I mean, that doesn't look bad at all. That looks fine. What's the problem? Did you use small form factor last time? Maybe. Actually, you might be right. Was that what it was? That, yeah, you very well could be right on that. Who said that? T-Res? Yeah, I think that's correct. Because, I mean, this looks pretty self-explanatory. Bird's nest? Yeah, we're definitely going to have a bird's nest on this one. But there's no side panel, so we'll get away with it. Yeah, I think that's it. And then maybe we install just all exhaust fans. We'll put two up top. Or honestly, maybe we just put one in the back and call it a day. We could probably get away with just this. And then that's it. Because we're not going to be able to put any on the front because of this. We could put two up top, but I mean, it's not like this PC is going to be generating any significant heat. So yeah, maybe we just do the one on the back. I think that's it, man. This is the Lian Li A3. It is a micro ATX, but it is shaped and almost sized like an ITX. I actually really like it for this type of project. I don't know if I'd daily it, but... And it comes with different types of front panels. This is the wood grain one. There's a seller on Etsy that actually does custom wood grain panels, which look super sick. Highly recommend checking that out. But yeah, I mean, this is a really nice form factor for micro ATX. Let's install it. Let's do the thing. First ever ZTT stream. Hi. Hello. All right. Let's make sure. I don't know if we have all of our standoffs. Got to get that out of the way. Can you guys even see? Sorry. Yeah, well. Yeah, we got all the standoffs here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's looking clean already. Let's go. Oh, and also, I didn't even show you guys. Where did I put it? The accessory box with the Lian Li A3 is top notch as well. Look at this. This comes with the Lian Li A3. How nice is that? Is it sealed? No. Look at that. I don't know what this is telling me. Oh. Hope you enjoy the journey of building your PC. Wow. How thoughtful. We got all these little accessories. Standoff extent. Look at this. And you get to keep this little case. We got some zip ties in there. I mean, if I was to design a case, this is how I would do it, man. I would provide all of the accessories that they need. This is super clutch. I like this. Not sponsored. Oh, and a GPU support bracket too. Wow. We don't need that though. That's a nice touch. I agree, man. I agree. All right. Let's start screwing these in, shall we? I don't think that's the right size. Definitely not the right size. Okay. Let's try this one. Probably should just use the screws that they gave me, but let's make it difficult. There we go. Oh, yeah. You can put side fans with the top bracket that's removable. Oh, that's true too. I don't want to, because this PC is not going to need extra cooling. But you are right. We could do that as well. Yeah, good point. What screwdriver are you using? This is a lttstore.com screwdriver, man. Did you see the Sapphire 7900 XT GPUs being sold on Newegg for $650? That doesn't sound legit. What CPU? It's an i5-13400F. This is a server build for a camera server at the ZTT HQ. So we are just using parts that we had collecting dust. Hence the 13400F. I did not buy that for this specific build or anything. Should have one or two more here. There's one. $12,600K and RTX 3080 ZTT approved. If you already have it, then yeah. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't target that combination, but if you already have it, yeah, that'll work. Did you switch your personal build to the 9070 XT? Not yet. I talked about it right when the stream started. I'm having some 3D printing issues with it, which I have not figured out yet. But I will, and then I will make the switch. I just want to fully get the 3D printing aspect of it down before I swap the GPU. But it's sitting right next to me. I'm ready. I'm ready as soon as I figure it out. All right, I got to install all of these cables, which you're not going to be able to see, but we're just going to knock it out real quickly. Oh, this does have a USB-C. Nice. I joined a little late. What GPU are you using? It's an RTX A2000. So workstation / server RTX graphics card. It actually works pretty well for gaming. They don't make gaming drivers for the workstation GPUs, but we made a video about a gaming and it still did pretty good. Not that I'm going to be gaming with it, but it will help with the camera server. Is that it? Oh, the front panel. Just got to do the front panel and then that's all done. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to be too picky about the cable management because we don't need to be, and I'm tired. But what I can do is kind of bundle them a little bit. Yeah, let's get some. We'll get a couple zip ties out. No, nothing fancy. Just a couple zip ties. Are you doing a stream tomorrow night? No. No, I almost always only do Thirsty Thursday. Occasionally a Tuesday stream, but other than that, no. Going on a deployment, what gaming laptop do you recommend? Nice. I don't keep gaming laptop models top of mind, to be honest. I have no idea. I would just focus on whatever your price range is. See what GPUs, what laptop GPUs fall in that price range, and consciously try to buy the best GPU. Because with laptops, there's a lot of variables, and laptops with the same exact GPU could be $500 different in price. So if you're going to be buying it for a deployment where you just want some gaming performance, then make sure you get a good GPU. For a deployment, I mean, I don't know where you're going, but buying one that is somewhat rugged will help, or could help, I should say, as well. When I went on a deployment to the Middle East, it was my first ever deployment, and I brought a gaming laptop with me, and I broke it. It dropped from an 8-foot tall locker. The locker was taller than me, 7-foot locker, and it fell from the top of that 7-foot locker within 12 hours of me arriving in country. The screen completely broke within 12 hours. I was devastated. So take care of it, and if you buy something rugged, that could potentially help. Okay, let's snip those off real quick. Not my best work here, but there's no glass side panel, so nobody's gonna see it except you guys. Okay, let's get the power supply out. The motherboard's prepped in there. It's good to go. Let's do the power supply. We're going to slide this in the front like we did earlier, hopefully. Maybe. Can't see. Like that. Hopefully these cables all, yeah, they'll go through. Screw that on top. Asus tough laptops are pretty good. Are they? Are they actually tough? Oh. Wait, was this the issue? How do I screw this in? No, this was the issue. Now I'm remembering. I think you got to take... Okay, I think that's what I was talking about. I think you got to take the bracket off. That way you can screw it in and then install the power supply with the bracket. I think that's what the problem was. I was trying to... Yeah, that's what it was. I remember... If you're just now tuning in, I remember using this case, and I remember having a power supply installation issue, but I couldn't remember what it was. I think that's what this is. Is this removed now? Yeah, this removes. There we go. Okay, so that comes out, and now we install the power supply onto that. And then I can go back in. Yeah, that's what it was. Do you have a laptop setup? I mean, I have a laptop, but I don't... I mean, I ideally drive a MacBook Pro. So that's for work, not for gaming. I do have a Razer 4080 or 47... I forget. I think it's a 4080. A Razer 4080 laptop. If I do need a gaming laptop, that's what I use right now. I don't often need a gaming laptop, though. Connect the power too? Yeah, we can do that too. How many points do I need to win? The more points you have, the more raffle tickets you can buy. And then the more raffle tickets you buy, the higher chance you have at winning. Most winners win with like single-digit raffle tickets. It does not take a lot of tickets to win. I mean, all it takes is one, to be honest. But the more you have, the more streams you watch, the more points you can earn. The more points you can earn, the higher chance you have of winning. Yeah, I left my headset at the office, I think. So, like 5 minutes before the stream started, I had to grab my wife's headset. This isn't the normal one, obviously. I'm plugging in the 24 pin on the motherboard. And we just have nowhere to go with these cables. No PSU basement, which I desperately rely on in all of my builds. just have the rat's nest. And then we have the 24 pin, which I know you can't really see, but I'm plugging it in up here where my hand is at. Like so. And then that cable can... There is a nice little channel up here where that cable can hide. It's appreciated. Ad? Okay, we'll take an ad break. As soon as I'm done with this. Okay, this is what it looks like so far, man. Like, if this was like a build for a customer or for a Pittsburgh Steeler, etc., I'd make it look a little nicer. But I mean, like, this is... It is what it is, man. Like, that's good enough. We don't have a side panel. Before I install the GPU, though, I am going to install one rear fan. I think we owe it to ourselves to do that. I think this PC deserves one exhaust fan. More anime... No, God. Oh, my God. I knew I shouldn't have made that video. Oh, my God. Everything that's not anime is going to be a letdown from now on. I can see... I saw that one coming a mile away. This is not good. I am not a fan of the trend that we are setting here at all. This could get ugly. Or good looking, depending on who you ask. Anime cases are goated. Oh boy. I mean, after seeing how quickly the PC sold, I mean, I do. More anime PCs are definitely on my radar, man. It's definitely how it starts. It's definitely what every company goes through. It's like, no, we're not gonna do anything anime. You know, a GPU shortage comes, or the intern has a great idea, whatever it may be. They try it, sells out instantly. Now we're an anime brand. Everyone told me this was gonna happen. All right, we got that. We got that. So this is, if you guys missed the intro, this is the RTX A2000. It is a workstation GPU. When I was in IT, we actually used these a good bit. Oh, that is oh my God. I got to get a different. That is one of those star torque bits. See that? I was not expecting that. I got to get a proper bit set for that one. Get a beer too. That wouldn't be a bad idea, but they're all warm. What's your email? I made an anime logo for you. It's Zach@gmail.com. Definitely send it there and nowhere else. That's me. All right, here we go. We'll unscrew that one. And then unscrew this one. What are those video ports? These are mini display ports. And for whatever reason, I definitely do not know why. Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's two more. I don't know why this became a trend in the... Oh my God, I don't even have a drill bit for that one. Oh, yes, I do. Hold on. This one's even tinier. Why are they doing this to me? That's an obnoxiously small screw. Nope, that's too big. I don't know why they got in the habit of doing that, but I will show you in just a second how we... Oh my God, do I not have a... Help! I hope I have a bit for this. Oh my God. One of these has got to work. Nope. It's got to be this one. Where's my Fantic kit when I need it? No, it's got to be this one. Oh my god. How is it not that one? This one? There we go. Money. All right. Improvise with a flathead. Oh no! That thing is long gone, man. Oh my god. That. Did you guys see that? Was that caught on camera? There is no way I'm gonna find that. All right, we're down to 3. Down to 3. No chance. Magnetic screwdriver? No, this one's not magnetic. Or these screws are. I don't know. Okay, we got that. Now we can swap. Oops, sorry. We can swap this on there. Like that. Three of 4 ain't bad? Yeah, I mean, that's plenty. I meant to tell you guys that this was my first ever PC that I'm building. I haven't done this before. Okay, I'm just gonna hang on to. What is happening? Okay, how about we save? We'll save that screw for later. Let's do these first. Maybe we'll have better luck with these. This is not magnetic. This is not magnetic. There we go. It's time to retire. We might be getting there, man. Things are not looking great. It's not magnetic. It's not magnetic. I like the name of that clip. I have made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. Keyword on continuous. Okay. This one is also not magnetic. Not magnetic. Here we go. All right. All right, 3 of 4. We'll call that a dub. That'll definitely work. If it fits, it ships. Okay. Get rid of this. Okay. The one thing I wanted to show you was the way that you combat all of these mini display ports is whenever you have a workstation graphics card like this, they come with these. Just a bunch of mini display port to full-size display port adapters. I have no idea why they do this. Look, I got 5 in here. It's just a size issue. I mean, I'm not an engineer. I feel like there's room for at least one full-size display port, but that's what we got. That's what we're working with. Can you adopt me? Definitely not, man. No, we're tapped out as parents. At least I am. I'm tapped out, man. No more. How many kids you guys got in here? Just do a little parent check-in. How many kids? 0 is an acceptable response. How many kids? How many kids you guys got? 2. I am the kid. Touche. 4. 1. 0. 0. 4. 1 cat. All right, I'm putting the GPU in now. All right, it's a very anticlimactic. 7 cats and 4 dogs? No way. No way. That's an actual zoo if true. What does that mean? I'm a kid? Look, I am not about to have that conversation with you if you haven't had that conversation with a real life adult in the room with you. Okay, this is built, man. Other than that, now it's good. That's it. That's all we needed, man. That's it. We got the RTX A2000, a 13400F, 2 terabyte SSD, 32 gigs, 700 or what was that? 750 or 650 watt power supply, all inside the Lian Li A3 Mini. Let's put this beautiful front panel on and side panel so you can't see my lack of cable management. I mean, that was a pretty basic build. Is this like a workstation? It's going to be our server for our camera system. So we need a Windows PC for Blue Iris, which is the software we use for cameras. And it's got to run on Windows. And we don't have like a server rack at the office. I only have one here. We don't really need one at the office. So I wanted to put together a small little server for our camera system, and it's all going to live on here. I mean, this looks pretty good, man. Lian Li A3. It looks like an ITX case. It's a little bit bigger than an ITX case. Micro ATX. Boom. I mean, that's that.